Karen Navarro is here. Annalyn Cartwright is here. Zuniga Gildo is here. Let's play Zuniga is here. Alindoga is here. Yes. Flores Sherry-Ann is here. Yes.
Yeah, we're doing oath taking for dual citizenship Filipino application. Virtual version.
Here. Matiliano Corazon is here.
Present.
Bell Felix is here.
I'm here.
Okay. Rubico Erlinda is here.
I'm here.
Okay. Gallarde
Present.
Okay. Then Mr. Meltadena is also here. Yes. I'm just missing Napao Amelie here. Is Amelie Napao here? Okay. Amelie Napao.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then Maria Pinihinko is here. No? Mas mahali pa eh. Anyway, I think most everyone is here, no?
No, we're still here, sir. Always the daughter is not calling my name. I'm still not her bathroom.
Hello?
Hi, sir. Rosella Herbacio and Holly Sudario were both present.
Okay, wait, is this Maria Pinihinko who's on the line?
Open Holly Sudario.
Okay. Herbacio. I think that I added two, no? Yung Herbacio, the Herbacio sisters.
Yes, we're both here, sir.
Okay, great. If you're both here naman, I think there's two numbers here na magkasama, 1805 and simply
Yes, that's for Polly and Rosella.
Okay. I got it. So, maybe you can end the other one kasi magkasama yata kayo. I can hear the
I will end the other call.
Alright. Okay, so the Herbacios are here. Okay. Yeah, I think everyone's here, no? Everyone that I think is supposed to be here is here. Except for Maria Baby Hinko. Wala pa Maria Baby Hinko, right? No one? None? Okay. So, I might as start. I think she's late naman, so maybe she has trouble. Hello?
This is Bergonio.
Okay, yeah, Bergonio's here. Maria Lilibeth Bergonio is here.
Thank you, yes.
Okay, alright. Right, so, yeah, I think I'll start, no? Before I can give you the oath of allegiance, no, because we will get the oath of allegiance later, I'm supposed to give you first a briefing on dual citizenship. Okay, so let me just introduce myself. I am Vice Consul Marco Lopez. I am the Vice Consul of the Philippine Consulate in Houston and also the only lawyer in the Philippine Consulate. So I handle all the legal confronting the Philippine Consulate. If you have any legal questions, it's usually addressed to me. And I'm also in charge of dual citizenship and visas. So everyone who needs to enter the Philippines at this time needs to go to me. Okay, so Yeah, I usually start my briefing by saying the most important part of our dual citizenship law, which is that dual citizenship is available only to natural-born Filipino citizens of lesser nationalities by naturalization. Okay, so two important things there. Number one, you are a natural-born Filipino citizen. And a natural-born Filipino citizen is one who a child, no, of a Filipino national. So if your mother is Filipino or your father is Filipino at the time you're born, you're actually a Filipino as well. No, that's Filipino citizenship is inherited. No, so this means that all the children that you will make after this, no, once you have returned your Philippine citizenship, will be Filipino as well. Okay. So if you give birth to them here in the US or in Texas, you will report their birth to us, and they will also be recognized as a Filipino citizen. Another way of being recognized as a dual citizen, is if you are a minor child of someone who is taking oath as dual citizen. If you remember the second page of the application form you filled out, no, it asks if you have any minor children. And the reason for that is if you can actually include them in your petition and they can become dual citizens as well without having to sign anything or take oath. No? So just include them there at $25 and you are instantly dual citizen. I also mentioned that they could be minor, no? So if at the time you're including they are no longer minors, you can no longer include them in your petition. And this is only relevant for your children who you give birth to while you're already an American citizen, no? Take note kasi if you've taken oath as an American, no, you cannot anymore transfer your Filipino citizenship to anyone. Okay? Next point, no? You have lost your citizenship by naturalization in a foreign country, okay? So when you took your oath of allegiance to the U.S., you have lost your Filipino nationality instantly, okay? So the reason for that is the oath of the United States requires you to any foreign citizenship. If you read your oath, no, if you remember your oath of allegiance that you said to the USCIS, no, it's actually included in your oath, no? So that's why we're doing this, no? We're taking oath again in order that you can regain your Filipino citizenship, okay? One important takeaway from this is if you still have a valid passport when you took your oath of allegiance to the U.S., no, your old valid passport technically becomes invalid after you have taken your oath of allegiance to the U.S. Okay, so for this reason you have to get a new passport. But if you get a new passport, you need a passport appointment, and etc. So if you need to go to the Philippines now, you can actually go to the Philippines simply by presenting your dual citizenship papers, which you will claim on October 20th, right? And also your U.S. passport. So you will claim those two documents, and then you can claim the dual citizenship document, present that together with U.S. passport, and you can already go to the Philippines. Yes po.
Okay.
May question po? Okay, sige. I'll just continue, okay?
Yung question, sir.
Yes po.
Yung pick up, yung pagkain ko is October 20th. It will be Tuesday. Nobody could drive me. So, can you do it on Saturday?
No, I don't go to the office. So to close po on Saturday. So hopefully, no, if you can, no, you can write a request, no, but close po kami kasi on Saturday. But you can send us an email, no? We can ask later after this. We can accommodate naman on another day, but please not on Saturday kasi so, okay, point, no? I understand that there are some people here in my audience who are married to U.S. nationals. Okay, ordinarily U.S. citizens don't need a visa to go to the Philippines. But because of the pandemic, no, it is now required for U.S. nationals to get a visa before they can go to the Philippines. Okay? But not all U.S. citizens can be given a visa. No, only the following foreigners can be given a visa. Number one, spouses of Filipino nationals. Number two, minor children of Filipino nationals. And number three, parents of minor Filipino nationals. So yun na. Those are people we can issue at this time. Okay, so if you are a spouse of a Filipino national and you want to go to the Philippines, you need to buy a visa from us by presenting the usual requirements for dual citizenship, and also, also your dual citizenship document and your marriage certificate or birth certificate na original po, no? So that is how do you call it? That is one way that you can that is the way you can apply for a visa right now, no? If you have any further questions on that, you can send us an email. Okay. Next point, no, is your rights and privileges as a Filipino citizen. And I'm happy to tell you that as a dual citizen of the U.S. and the Philippines, you are a full citizen, no, of both countries. No, you are entitled to all the rights of a Filipino, and you have to do all the responsibilities of a Filipino citizen. Okay. At the same time, you have to do all the rights of Americans, no, of all the rights of an American citizen, and also do all the obligations of an American citizen, no. Hindi po tayo half and half. All right. So part of this, no, if just to make things clear, you can buy any real property in the Philippines now, however large you want. You can invest in any corporation, in any industry, do any business or practice profession in the Philippines as long as you are licensed. Okay? One important right, no, that I also want to expound is your right to suffrage. Okay? So the right of suffrage entails two things. One is the right to vote and the right to be voted for. Okay? With regard to your right to vote, when you go to the Philippine Consulate on October 20, you can claim for your, you can also register yourself as a voter in the Philippine election. No? So if you do register yourself as a voter, you can, you will get a national ID when the national ID system takes place, is executed. No? Currently, wala pa siya. It's still not executed, no? Hindi pa siya operationalized, but once it's operationalized, you will also be registered in the national ID, including your voter's ID. We will send you that. Okay. Secondly, when you do vote for the Philippine elections, the Philippine election is actually voted as you will be an overseas absentee voter. No, as an overseas absentee voter, you will receive your ballots. No, on election day, we will mail them to you. Okay. So if you do want to register as a voter, no, when you claim your dual citizenship documents, you can do so at the Philippine Consulate, and please indicate your address in 2022. Okay, you can vote for your next Philippine president. So there are 4 million Filipino Americans. So if you do vote properly, no, you can actually influence the Philippine elections. Okay. Okay. Ano pa ba? With the right to be voted for, no, if you do want to run in the Philippine election, I want to tell you that you have to renounce your American citizenship. The reason for that is if you are holding public office, you have to only have one citizenship. Okay? The reason for that is the conflict of interest. No, it's a conflict of interest for you to have two citizenships and at the same time serving the government. Okay? So that will also apply if you want to be the president of the U.S. No, it's not nice to become the president of the U.S. and have Filipino and American citizenship at the same time. No, you will be impeached. Okay. Last point. No. Okay. Last point is tax. A lot of Filipinos are afraid of getting dual citizenship because they think that they will have to. But that's not entirely true. No, I understand that all of you are permanent residents of the U.S. So we don't care about your income here, no? We will not tax you for income here because only permanent residents of the Philippines will be taxed for income earned within the Philippines and for income earned outside the Philippines for the first 6 months, no? So since you're not in the Philippines, we won't tax you. The only way the Philippine government can tax you is if you do any transactions in the Philippines. By transaction, this means that if you are putting up a business in the Philippines or sending money in the Philippines, mga ganun, or buying real property there, maintaining real property, and the like. And if you put up a business there, which we highly encourage, you will have to declare your business with a BIR and pay proper taxes. Take note that your IRS will require you to pay taxes to foreign income, but fortunately, the Philippines and the US are parties to a dual taxation system. No? So that means if you paid one party of your taxable liabilities, you can claim for tax credit in the other taxable entity. So halimbawa, meron po kayong business sa Pilipinas, no? And you pay the BIR, you have to collect all your BIR tax receipts, and then you file your BIR tax receipts with the IRS, so that they will not they will credit the amounts you paid for in the Philippines to your taxable liabilities here in the US. Okay, so that is my short briefing. If you have any questions, you can I can answer it now, or you can send me an email later.
Kaso na po siya, gawin question. Gusto ko na question.
Sige po, mag-email na lang po. Just send me, yes ma'am.
Mr. Attorney, during our, kung pupunta kami sa October 20, can we apply right away for the passport? For the
you have to apply for, what do you call that? You have to have a schedule for the passport renewal. So, yeah, the reason why we're doing this kasi is to lessen the number of people in the consulate. So, we have a passport appointment system. So, yung sa passport po, kailangan po meron pong separate appointment for passport.
Just separate them.
But in any case naman, you don't really need the Philippine passport. It's just another separate ID, no? You can go to the Philippines naman without it. Okay?
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Yes, Mr. Kunanan. Yeah.
Studio.
Sorry.
Pwede ba makuha agad yung number na yun ng as dual citizen there or oath taking?
Alin po na?
No, you go there on the 20th.
Yeah, October the 20th.
Para sa airline, plane ticket, airline, or just plane ticket.
Yeah, you can purchase the airline ticket naman po. The airlines are aware of the Philippine policy naman po. So, yeah.
Pero hindi makuha yung number na yun. Dual citizen.
Yung dual citizenship number po. Wala natin the office to. I don't have access to your numbers.
Sa 20 pat.
Kasi technically minor naman sila. So wala pa silang civil rights.
Ako lang din yung kuha at 20. Hindi na kasama siya. Thank you.
Okay, sige po. Okay. No more question po, no? Okay. I just want to invite everyone to stand up, no? Kasi kailangan ko kayo kukunan ng picture habang nag-uusap. Okay lang po doon sa mga walang camera, no? But I did this for record purposes, no? So, please raise your right hand and we'll take a picture. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Hey, Attorney Lopez, may question ako.
Yes, me. Delia.
Question ako. Okay. Tanong ako kung mayroon kaming mga benefits dahil sa binigay sa US government. Halimbawa, SSI. Kung
For me po, no?
Hi.
I, Karen Navarro,
Solemnly swear
Solemnly swear
solemnly swear
I will support and defend
Swear. I will support and defend
okay, the Constitution
the Constitution
the Constitution
of the Republic of the Philippines.
and
Republic of the Philippines.
okay, and I hereby declare
I hereby
I hereby
that I
declare
recognize myself
that I recognize myself
the supreme authority of the Philippines
to bring authority of the Philippines
and will maintain true faith and allegiance thereto. Okay? Sige, this obligation upon myself, voluntarily, without mental reservation or purpose of duty. Help me God. Okay? Congratulations, Lord. Again, no? All you have to do is actually just claim your document. Okay, so kapag gusto mo po umalis, you can go, I just answer the question. Nagagay yung question ko kayo kayo. So po,
Patahimik muna po sa inyo. Patahimik muna po sa inyo.
kung gusto na po umalis, okay na po, we're good. I can stay on to answer questions.
Can we leave the call now, sir?
Yes, you can end the call now. If you,
Are we good, sir?
we're all good.
Thank you so much, Marco. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you so much again. Bye-bye.
Can I ask one question?
Yes po, may question po.
The Philippines and less than 6 months, are required to have a visa,
Bye.
Philippine visa.
Alin po, those who will come to the
Magbabakas na sa Pilipinas
Dual citizen
less than 6
now.
months. May visa ba kailangan?
Kailangan na po lahat ng tao ng visa ngayon po, except pag dual citizen po. Yun lang po ang hindi.
So lahat, even if they stay for less than 6 months,
Correct po. Lahat na po ng papunta ng Pilipinas at this time, kailangan po ng visa dahil po sa pandemic. Pero temporaryo lang po yan, no? After ng pandemic, ibabalik din po yung usual na visa-free ang mga US citizen.
thank you.
So, yes po, Miss Alin Dugan. Anak ko na pamute.